everyone. Today I'm going to be applying eye decals to a Picco Neemo blank head. Picco Neemo is from Azone International and they sell both blank bodies and blank heads for hobbyists to create their own figures and create their own dolls. So one thing to keep in mind, Picco Neemo has Azone International has the Picco Neemo dolls, which already have a face. It can either come through the Assault Lily and Custom Lily line, which have plastic faces, or they'll have their own character line, which have these the vinyl heads along with rooted hair. The thing to keep in mind is that in both cases, the plastic heads and the vinyl heads are generally printed with a silkscreen type of printing style. So they have specialized ink that will stick to a vinyl head, as opposed to the decals that hobbyists would be using in order to put their own eyes on. This is important because otherwise the ways to put them on would be to either paint them on yourself or add the decals. Now I've done this before, and what I found is that decals don't adhere to vinyl heads very well. So what I'm going to do is, and what I do when I apply eyes, is I use first a clear coat from Mr. Super Clear. I'll spray that down on top here, and I've in fact done that here. I've already sprayed it twice to condition it. And then I'll use other tools such as decal softener, which does exactly what it says. It's applied to the surface, the decal goes on top of it, and it softens the decal so it will go around curves, it'll go into small spaces. It won't stay stiff like a normal decal will, but it'll be able to go into all the cracks and crevices and move across odd shapes. Once that dries, or is almost dry, I'll put on some decal fix, which also is exactly what it says. It just fixes the decal onto the place. It puts on a layer of water-soluble plastic. When it dries, it's like a harder plastic, and it helps to keep it in place and keep from rubbing off. And that's the important point, is that these will rub off if they're just applied to plain vinyl. If they're conditioned, then they won't rub off, not as easily. So as you can see, I've already preconditioned this. I've sprayed it twice. I spray on a top coat, let it dry, spray on a second coat and let it dry. As you can see, I've pinned back the hair, I put it into a bit of a ponytail, and then I covered it with plastic because this Super Clear is very, very sticky initially, and then it will harden because it's a spray plastic. So I've already conditioned this head. Other tools I will use, I have water. I have both the water to put the eye decals in, as well as water to help water down the decal softener and the fixative. I've got some tweezers. I like the tweezers that automatically hold together. Those are a lot easier. There's a paintbrush that will help to wetten down the decal itself to allow you to position it in place where you want to. I've got a straight edge. Here it's just a skewer, but it's used so that I can guesstimate whether or not the eyes are put on straight, like that. So I guesstimate whether the eyes are put on straight. And then I also have some Q-tips, which I can wet and use to position, move around as well without tearing the decal. So let's begin. So first I'm going to open up and I'm going to select the eyes. So I choose the eyes. I'm going to choose the darker blue. I'm going to cut that out. Let's do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out both eyes, and I'm going to cut out both eyebrows from this. Get Mr. Decal Softener here. I'll need a tiny amount. that. Now we can put, let's first put the right eye on here. This right eye, put it in the water for a few seconds, about 30 seconds at most. And in the meantime, what we'll do is we'll also put a little bit of water and decal softener on the right side. So that when I put the eye on, it'll be ready to go. Eyes should be on the figure. So it looks more natural. Goes. Go we are. Into place. Get that into place. There's a little blue, and we just use water. Push the eye up. Get into place more or less. Softener has put it into place. Move that eye up a little bit further. Let's check it out. Alrighty. How does it look for space between the eyes? Let's compare the two. Okay, so these eyes don't seem to be as well spaced apart, so let's move them a little bit to the side. Okay, as you can see, the eyes look pretty straightforward. They look pretty straight and even. Excellent. So next up is to attach the eyebrows. And there we go. There we have it. We have an eye. I will wait for it to dry a little bit, and then I will put on the decal fix, and it will be done. Once the decal fix and the softener is finished, I will also add a layer of super clear on top. So let's give it a couple of minutes, and then we'll finish it off. Decal fix. Tiny bit is necessary. Apply carefully. There we go. I'll let that dry. Then we'll spray it with the fix stuff. All right, I've just finished spraying with super clear on top of the dried decal fix on the decals. I'll take this apart, take this off again. I covered the hair up again because it is very sticky and then hardens with a plastic coat. And now I'm just going to put the head on top of the body. Take the special vinyl head attachment. So, and there we go. And she is finished. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.